A lot of people ask me how I ended up working in information security. I actually started my first full-time IT security job in 2000, working for the Royal Bank of Scotland in their IT security team. But to understand how I got there, we need to back up a little bit. When I was young, I wanted to be an astronaut, but that wasn't going to happen, so I thought I'd become a police officer instead. Then I grew up a little bit more and thought that, well, whatever life was going to throw at me, whatever I'd be, I'd find it out during my period of self-discovery. My mother actually wanted me to be a doctor, so I studied science in A-levels. My main A-level grades weren't quite good enough to get into medical school, but I did get enough to get admitted to the University of North London on Holloway Road. I was fresh-faced, optimistic as to the opportunities that lay ahead. I chose a degree in Business Information Systems, which was a combination of business studies and computer sciences. Both of these topics were kind of hot at the time, and I thought that by combining the two, I'd get the best of both worlds. So at university, I opted for what they call a sandwich degree. So normally you have 3 years at university, but a sandwich degree, you have 4 years. So you spend the first 2 years studying. The third year, you go and find a industrial placement. You find a place of work that will hire you for a year, and then you finish that, and then you come back and you finish your final year at university and you get your degree. Now, finding the work placement was actually quite a challenge. The university gave me a directory which was about 2 inches thick, and that had a list of all companies that were looking to hire sort of like year placements or even new graduates. I spent a whole week going through that directory. I'd get in early every morning for a whole week. I sent about 150 applications off. Out of those 150, I think I got about 5 or 6 email responses. And out of those, I had 3, I remember that clearly, I had 3 telephone interviews. And from those 3 telephone interviews, I got 1 actual interview. And that was working for NatWest Bank in their IT security team. At that time, I really had very little clue as to what IT security was. It seemed interesting, but most of all, it was an opportunity. That 1 year at NatWest was the most important and formative year ever in my professional career. I wanted to make the most of the opportunity. I learned as much as I could about IT security and went on any course I could get approval for. By the end of the year, I had to begrudgingly go back to finish my degree. The bank seemed to like and appreciate my efforts, so they offered me a job back in the IT security team upon completion of my degree. During that time, RBS took over NatWest, but they honoured the offer, and that's how I got into the field. If there's anything I learned from the process, is that when you're young, you don't always know what you want to do in life. But when you do get an opportunity, you need to grab it with both hands and run with it. At the end of the day, my team didn't really care about what I knew, my background, or what degree I had. All that mattered was that I demonstrated value to them and became a team player.